Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Arti Solanki channel. I'm your host, Arti Solanki. I'm a real estate broker, a business coach, and entrepreneur, and always passionate about empowering women. Today, we have an incredible guest joining us, Valerie Coyle. Valerie is a certified professional hypnotist, a national board certified health and wellness coach, certified life coach, and a licensed social worker. She's also a proud member of an international certification board of clinic for hypnosis. She has dedicated her career to helping people unlock the power of their subconscious mind, break through mental barriers, and create positive transformations in their lives. If you ever been curious about hypnosis, how it works, and how it can help you, then you are on a very fascinating conversation today. Valerie, welcome to the show, and I'm so excited to have you here today.
Hi, Artie. Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Always, I always look forward to seeing new people and bringing new, entrepreneurs from different industries and sharing their knowledge. And this is something I don't think I've ever done an interview with a person who does hypnosis. And so I'm really interested in knowing all about it. And I'm sure our viewers are also interested in it. So let's start with, can you explain what hypnosis really is and how it works?
All right. In a nutshell, hypnosis is a trance state. trance, a trance state. This is something that we go in and out of all day long. A trance state is that thing that just captures our attention, where we have such focused attention on that the rest of the world sort of just seems to go
Mm.
away. With the hypnosis as a trance state, it is a tool that is used to tap into those deeper parts of ourselves. It is focused attention with intention of tapping into our beautiful inside, what's inside of us, our core strengths, our core values, our wisdom, our intuitions, all of our life's learnings, to bring them then to make that positive change that we want. So
Yes.
it is something that's very natural. We have those things that automatically put us into a certain state, right? Could be those things that are holding us back. That is also a trance state when we think cannot, cannot, cannot. But what if, yes, yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
So is it
That's
different from meditation and or being mindfulness? Is it different than that?
yes. Meditation is where we are purposefully clearing our mind, getting into a very present now moment,
Mhm.
which has definite benefits. Hypnosis is though we are giving direct suggestions to our unconscious mind on those things that we want to change. So you could, for instance, we want to meditate and just calm our mind so we sleep well at night, right? We want to calm down. Yes, we want to calm down that busy mind. There's a beautiful saying. It's like a fish swims in water, our minds swim in thoughts.
Mm.
And so with the hypnosis, though, then I add in this trance state, in a very relaxed state, you will be sleeping wonderfully tonight, sleeping through the night, awaking when is needed, falling back to sleep, and awaking at the appropriate time, feeling refreshed and regenerated.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a direct suggestion.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
does that make sense? The
Yes.
difference
Yes.
between the two?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, what are some of the common challenges people seek hypnosis for, and how can it help it? Because a lot of times you get to hear more about, like, say, for example, you stress too much, then, we hear a lot like, okay, yeah, you should meditate, you should do yoga, but you don't really hear, yeah, you should do hypnosis. That's not something we commonly hear. So, what kind of challenges people usually have that come to you for hypnosis?
Some of the main things that people use it for is stop smoking. So habit change. It is ideal for habit change. And I will give you my definition of habits here in a moment. But they've had an experience with smoking or with losing weight has been predominantly where people, because people have been looking for those solutions for generations, right? And so it's really, really, and they'll come. I know somebody that used hypnosis to stop their smoking. Can you help me with this other thing? Yes.
So how does
Yes.
the weight thing work? Do you guys do like hypnosis? Like, okay, you're gonna eat less. You're gonna eat less.
Right. You will eat broccoli 3
No.
times a day and you will enjoy it. It's firming up those things that they know that works. It's bringing in those things that they automatically enjoy doing. It's bringing in the can-do part, and it is creating new neural pathways. Since we know now, and really known since the 80s, that the brain is plastic, that our reality is plastic, in meaning that it is malleable. It can be changed. And so then in hypnosis, we start building those new neural pathways that say, yeah, today I get to do this thing. And we start moving more towards that and taking off the continual in this particular path.
Right.
And we do that with everything. We do that with everything. That's why hypnosis has a broad application.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess, and that's why it's like you said, it's effective in reducing stress or anxiety or breaking bad habits. And because I guess you work with the person's subconscious mind more than, what our daily lives we are thinking. Am I saying it's correctly?
Beautiful, because in the thinking part, Artie, think about it. If we could think it, if we could think it done, we would have the change that we wanted.
Hmm.
So the thinking is not where change lives. So may I share with you where the change happens
Yes, absolutely.
and
Yes.
what we really are? So this is not a biology class. This is not, we're not going to delve into all the parts of the cranium and stuff. In its
Yeah.
simplest terms, 5% of our brain, and we always go up here, right?
Hmm.
5% of our brain is our thinking, conscious brain.
Mm.
This is our meaning making. This is our to dos. This is our linear. This is where we go A, B, C, D, and we get to the end.
Right.
Very, very important. As businesswomen, as people wanting to get things done, this is essential. And this is where willpower lives. So you can see it's only 5%. Willpower is finite. We don't have a whole lot of it at the end of the day, as many people can attest, right? So it's like, I just ran out of go juice. The other 95% is our unconscious. This is our memories. This is long term. This is our emotions. This all lives. This is who we are. And we never go up here for our 95%. We can feel it in our heart,
Mhm.
in our stomach, in our body.
Yeah.
But that's the who we are. We are the sum of everything in our lives, and it lives in that unconscious part of us. And it moves fast, fast, fast. It's the cheetah versus the turtle. So think
Yeah.
of the conscious thinking part is we're getting things lined out, right? But that unconscious part of us, boom, 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 boom. And that's why we can be in the thing before we know it. It's like,
Yeah.
I forgot to eat the broccoli because I'm already in this other thing.
Yeah.
So that I think it's important and it's empowering to understand that this little 5%, it does its darndest
Yeah.
to keep us going forward, but it's that other 95% of us that keeps us safe, loved, and connected.
Yeah.
If that
And
makes
that's why,
sense.
it's so interesting that you mentioned about this, because even when you read about law of attraction, or if you read, even just recently, I read somewhere about subconscious selling. Like if you're a salesperson, subconscious selling. I guess our subconscious mind, we don't really talk about it as much, or we don't even work on it as much as we should have been to bring that energy uprise, I guess, you're right, if I'm saying it correctly. Because when we meditate, they say, we have to get in that zone. Otherwise, your mind is constantly thinking, thinking, thinking. And even when you're meditating, you'll be 5 minutes max, if you could. You'll be like completely without thoughts, but thoughts are constantly coming in, right? So it's
Mhm.
about how to control not just your mind but your subconscious mind, and what is that you really truly want from your life. And I guess hypnosis kind of like helps you get that out very easily. Is that correct?
I think to expand on that a little bit, with my clients, we have a something that we're looking for. We are moving towards a something and something stops us.
Mm,
It's like this invisible wall. It's just like, boom. So we're
right.
in the procrastination. We're in the overwhelm. We're all here with the to-do list or we're just not doing anything moving forward. Right. And versus those people that's not an issue for them because they're in a completely different place.
Mm,
But when there's something that you want and you're trying to move forward to it, sometimes, it could just be different skills that you need. We're always learning, right? But if there's
right.
something that is really more inside, you've got the skills and still not doing the thing,
Yeah.
right? With you as a business coach, you're here like these are the steps, these are the things. What's holding you back. Oftentimes that thing that's holding us back,
It's our own
especially as
blockages.
professional woman, it's like, why can't I do this? I've done all these other things,
Yep.
but we're just coming up to the next petal on the flower.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. The next petal on the flower. Okay, let's look at this. And our unconscious can address it and chart another way. In my hypnosis, we don't have to know the root cause. We don't go digging for the root cause. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When we want the change, we create the change.
Awesome. Wow. So
Does
what
that
are
make
some
sense?
of the yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So what are some of like the biggest myths or misconception people you hear about the most about hypnosis?
I can't be hypnotized.
Oh, wow.
That's the first one. Not me. Not me. Okay. Okay. So I invite all your viewers to think about this,
Right.
uh, that we're in a trance state going to a movie. We know we're being entertained. We know this is a movie. We know those are characters. And yet we get so swept away into the imagery, into the emotion of it, right? And we remember certain parts of it. We don't remember other parts. We come out and we're like, man, where'd the time go?
Yep. And sometimes it makes
Okay.
us cry, sometimes it makes us laugh.
That's right. That's right. Triggering all that. So that is a hypnotic state right there.
Mm,
And you're in it. Driving. Driving, do we all not have that experience of driving somewhere familiar, like driving home and you're just like,
yeah.
how did I get here?
Yeah. Yeah.
That actually has a name. That's been called the driver's trance.
Mm,
We do it all the time.
yeah.
Dreaming.
Yeah.
In my experience, there hasn't been anyone that has not, they may not be daydreaming a lot now, but has had that experience. I see you smiling. It's like, yeah,
Yes, I do.
it's,
It remind me a day one time when I was driving and I don't know what I was thinking. I was supposed to go somewhere else and I ended up somewhere else and I'm like, oh shoot, why am I here? I don't know even why I've been driving.
yes, it's just, we just zip, zip, zip.
Yeah.
And then we still get there. We still get there. When we have a song that comes over,
Yeah.
and are we not transported back?
Mm, a lot of times, yeah.
A smell, an aroma, a Thanksgiving dinner, a Christmas dinner, a festival or something, right? You're just in it and you're just like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this idea that I can't be hypnotized. And so, really, what is at the focus is control, control. And I get that. And I get that. And that's why it's important, I think, to understand that who we are is that 95% of us. And our unconscious is always in control. It's always in control. It runs our autonomic nervous system. Thank goodness, right? We don't have to remember to breathe or to have heartbeat or to run our circulation. We don't have to do any of that.
Yeah.
And then the
Imagine if
same,
we had to.
yeah, unless we're on machines, right? And so our unconscious mind, because of the way we are developed, the conscious mind, the thinking, and our unconscious, they're best buds. They're best buds. So stuff comes in through our auditory, through our eyes, through our senses, wraps itself around the amygdala, which is a physical, two little physical things, which is our memory center and our emotion center, comes in and lands in the unconscious. And so they're working together. And when we quiet down that conscious part, that unconscious is totally, totally, totally attuned to our safety, our connection. There's never getting around it, and that's not what we're doing. So either the thing that somebody is wanting to change, and you come to hypnosis for that, either that thing is controlling them, or we can flip it around now to have the unconscious now then work for you to give you that change that you want, developing those new pathways. We like to think we're in control with that 5%. Oh, no, no, no. We're really not. We're really
Yeah.
not. And the beauty is, it's not any different than the movie or the daydream or the whatever. You just wake up. You're just sitting there. You're sitting there in front of your Zoom meeting with me. You just wake up.
Wow. So you do it online.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I think it's important for people to be comfortable
Right.
in their personal space. You don't have to drive anywhere. You don't have to drive somewhere new. You don't have to plan for travel time. And you're comfortable, everybody's comfortable in their own space.
Wow.
And if it's something that is, the eating or the drinking or certain habits, you're not going to be doing them with me in person. Be in your own personal space.
That's so true. Yeah.
And so I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah.
All my
Being
clients,
comfortable. And like you said, it's not like sometimes going to some different place, and especially if they're gonna do hypnosis for the very first time, experience it for very first time, they're already nervous, and on top of that, going to somebody's place and just getting it somewhere, it's even more uncomfortable. So I guess technology using is the best way to do it.
that's it. That's it. There's really nobody left on the planet, I don't think, that hasn't done a Zoom call.
Yeah. Exactly.
We've all experienced it. So
Yeah.
let's use it to our advantage.
Absolutely. So, how does your skill as a social worker and a wellness coach complement your hypnosis practice?
That's beautiful because it's been all of these experiences through my life. This is my fourth career, and all of them have such a high component level of people interactions, personal experiences, listening to people's life stories and the stories of their loved ones just has really given me life experiences and interactions with people who are also living life and walking life.
Mm.
And I bring all of that together into my worldly wisdom that then I can say, okay, yeah, what you're experiencing is very, very common, is very real because I've experienced it or other people I've seen experience it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. So, can people practice self hypnosis at home?
Yes. In
Oh, wow.
fact, self-hypnosis is huge. It's a tool, and I do teach that to my clients, but we want to continue this work. I mean, the beauty of hypnosis, Arti, is that it's quick. We are not together endless amounts of time. We want to get this thing changed for you. You want it changed. I want it changed.
Right.
And so then we have tools that we take with us to further develop that new neural pathway. And we do that with the tool of self-hypnosis. It's that dropping back down into the experience you've already had with me and just reviewing and just going into what it is that you want and affirming that.
It's like a step, it's like a process that you teach them, and so
Mhm.
they can do that at home and
Right.
follow your
Definitely.
steps. Wow. Aw-
Mhm.
And so what advice would you give someone who's skeptical about like trying hypnosis?
Well, it's becoming, and in the introduction, thank you, you were talking about like, here's a real person to talk about it because there are few of us. There are
Mm,
few of us. And so to have an in-person experience, to have somebody that you're just looking at and touching on the screen or having an opportunity to meet me in person, it's just like, it's real. You're
yeah.
real, this change can happen. And so there is an excitement around it and people are ready for a change.
Mm,
So much of what I do as an anxiety relief specialist is they've done a lot of stuff. We've been in the therapy or we may be taking some necessary medications. We've done the yoga, we're doing the meditations, we're doing the things. And yet, so there's that desire then, okay, I've tried all these other things, or there's some things I don't want to try. What can you do to help me here? So there's a very concrete sense of, I'm ready to do this
yeah.
in something inside of me. Cause I'll say, what's telling you that now is the time? They're like, I just know it. I just know it. What have you done to work on this before? God, many, many things are listed. And it's just like, this is the time. This is the
Yeah.
time. So yeah,
I guess again that subconscious mind of theirs is telling them that this is what I need now.
this is
So,
what I need now. It's something I haven't tried.
yeah.
And so, and then of course you just Google it and everybody, it's just what we do, right?
And
And
I guess someone it also is like how does someone know if this is the right tool for them?
excellent. The first step that you have in working with me is that we schedule a free 30-minute call. And that's where we'll go over what it is that you've got, what it is that you want,
Mm,
and then see if it's a good fit. Because sometimes it's not. Maybe there's some other tools that they still may be best using and then
right.
come to me, or maybe use hypnosis in conjunction with something that they're doing. I have that a lot. And so that's where we have that conversation is I
Yeah.
always talk to my clients ahead of time to determine what is the best path for them,
Mm.
what's going to get them that success that they want and that I want for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess it's the same thing, right? Even as a business coach, I mean like I'm ready to help you, but are you ready to take those steps? It boils down to that individual person. If that person is ready to do what they need to do in order to see that change, in order to see the progress and success. And so that's why I was like, is that same applies to you as well? Because again, even hypnosis is this the right tool for me? Or do I need to do something else? So
Right. You're very right. It's like you have to choose to do this
yeah,
and to make choosing you
yeah,
important because I believe in you. You get to choose to believe in you as well and to make this change. Yes. And then you're in hypnosis, you're making the changes, and there are still some other things. Like
yeah.
I had one client that she wanted to go and do this and this and this. And I said, excellent. And now start working on your skill set.
Hmm.
Hypnosis is not going to open up skills that you do not exist, that do not exist within you.
Right.
Right. And so to then go do some more life coaching, do some business coaching, get some education skills, do whatever. But you freed yourself up then to step into those the different tool sets. And
Right.
that's possible. Life is just, our stories are just evolutions. They're not a one and done. It's like, oh, I got this thing. Now this should all happen. No,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wish we all had those magic wands.
I know, I know. Yeah.
So is there any interesting story you'd like to share with our audiences? Do you wanna
I guess, well, they're also interesting because they involve people that are moving forward. I guess I'll just share mine. May I?
Yes,
Maybe the viewers would find that
yes,
interesting.
yes,
So,
absolutely.
because I started out as a health coach and then discovered hypnosis from a dear friend, I've used it on myself.
Hmm.
I used it to help with my hip surgery, knocked out my anxiety night, and I've never been in the hospital for nothing. I never had anything wrong with me, and I need a hip replacement. So you can imagine, I was just like, and
Yeah.
knocked out the anxiety. My therapy went without a hitch, and the doctors are all like, "What are you doing?" So I told them about my hypnosis for our medical procedures. I used hypnosis for my drinking.
Wow.
I have a passion for helping people with their drinking. And often under anxiety, we're numbing. We
Mm.
numb with the drink, we numb with the food. And that can all get cleared up. I used hypnosis. I had it done to me to stop my drinking. And the need, the want, the desire was gone. Bothers me not. There is no recovering. What am I recovering from? So use that. And then with the anxiety that's under these things, I use that as well with my self hypnosis. So it's a beautiful, beautiful reinforcement of the tools that I myself have. And they work so well. And that's why I'm such a firm believer in this. I'm in such a firm believer in when we have tools that are available, let's use them.
Yeah.
Let's use them.
Yeah. I mean, like you've used it firsthand, so you know what it is, and you know how it feels, and how you've
Yes.
experienced. So it's so much easier to use that tool again on your clients as well.
Hmm. That's right. It makes me a believer.
Yes. Any piece of advice or a message that you would like to share to our audiences?
Life is short. Life is precious. If there's something inside that feels like inside of you that is wanting to be expressed. So this is what I do with some of my clients, depending on what we're going for, is and to get the viewers to be thinking, what do you want to experience? And go into that a little bit. What do you want to create in this one precious life that we have? Is there still something calling you that you want to create? And then the third question I invite people to think about is, what do you want to contribute? I don't know about anybody. That gets my heart excited. What
Yes.
can I contribute? It's just me,
Mm-hmm.
but there's lots of me's. There's lots of yous out there.
Yep. I
And when we
believe in
bring
that.
forth our gift, and this is not Valerie's hypnosis. This is calling up your wisdom, your intuitions. Artie's experiences, creations are going to be very different than Valerie's.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And there's room for all of them.
Yeah.
There's room for all of them. So I just invite your viewers to think, what do I want to do with that? What do I want to do? Does everybody need hypnosis? No, but a lot of people do. If there's that something that is holding you back,
Right.
this is a tool. This is a tool to help you move forward.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that's a very good point you made about it because that's one of my first steps with no matter what my client has the problems with. That's the first step I do as well, like, your experiences, experiments, and then the things you want in life to achieve, and then contribution. What are you giving back to the community, your family, your friends, and how you want to help with that? So it's all about the three steps are the main thing, and then from there you get to elaborate how you picture your life. It is amazing.
It
It's
is.
so nice that we are talking about we're both on the same level and we're talking about the same things. It's so fascinating.
And it's a beautiful thing to witness, is it not?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just a
absolutely.
beautiful thing when somebody is just you've got the spark. You've got,
Yeah.
it's like, yay, what can we celebrate? What are the challenges that we get to review? It's a beautiful thing. Yes.
So how, well, I want you to tell how people can connect with you, but we'll also be putting all your information in the description below. But please let our viewers know how they can learn more about you, how they can connect with you.
Beautiful. Thank you. So I am Valerie Coyle Hypnosis at valeriecoylehypnosis.com is my website. Also, as the anxiety relief specialist, I can be found at anxiety relief for the number 4U, the letter U. So anxiety relief for you. I have something for the viewers here today, Arti. I'll give you that link as
Hey.
well, because I like working with people that are held back, women that are held back with procrastination or overwhelm, all those constant doubts, those what ifs, those
Mm,
negative rumination running through their mind. I put together, it's called my Calm Confidence Checklist.
mm,
So there'll be 7 quick action steps that you can take that really help to stop that overwhelm and then to step into that positive action,
mm.
firming up those neural pathways. So I will have the link for that for your viewers.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
That is so nice. I'm sure our viewers will enjoy that, and I hope they take advantage of that and go to the link that she's going to give us. So that'll be really, really great. What an insightful conversation today. Thank you, Valerie, so much for sharing your wisdom and experience with us today. I think many of us have a whole new perspective on hypnosis and how powerful the subconscious mind can be. For everyone watching, if you found this episode valuable, be sure to like, subscribe, and drop your comment below and let us know if you want us to bring more different topics like these, or if you have any questions regarding hypnosis, then Valerie can address those. And we would like to hear your thoughts on it. And of course, if you like to comment on Valerie and explore how hypnosis can help you and find all the details about her, though, like I said before, we'll have all the links below, and take advantage of the freebie she's offering all our listeners today. So take advantage of that. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in to Arti Solanki channel. Until next time, stay inspired, be kind to yourself and to others. Thank you, Valerie.
Thanks, Arti.